Governor La Ganesan kicks off Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi Cultural Festival at Parbung Ground in Farzol District. Chief Minister Nongthumon Biren holds meeting with contractors to enhance connectivity in interior villages of Manipur. All Manipur United Clubs organization demands Union Home Minister Amit Shah to tender public apology for allegedly misinterpreting history of Manipur. Cabinet approves holding of municipal election of 27 urban local bodies in first week of March 2023. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated 26th National Youth Festival in Hubballi, Karnataka, celebrating birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. Myanmar junta troops allegedly gut at least 12 villages in Sagaing region, burning alive 2 men in their 80s. Hello and welcome. You're watching IS English News. Before we begin, I'd like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself, and get vaccinated to ward off the virus. Now the news in a bit more detail. Governor La Ganesan inaugurated the Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi Cultural Festival at Parbung Ground in Farzol District today. The 3-day-long festival is being organized by the core committee of Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi Cultural Festival. It will be held till 14th of January. Speaking at the event, Governor La Ganesan said that Manipur is a miniature India, while noting that as many as 26 cultural troops including Aimol, Anal, Baite, Chorei, Chiru, Jothe, Mar, Karam, Koireng, Kom, Lamkang, Purum and Ranglong are participating in the mega cultural festival. He said that although the communities originated from Ruong Le Vaiswo, popularly known as Tipaimuk, they are now found scattered in Manipur and other states including Assam, Mizoram and Tripura, etc. He added that these communities share similarities in their languages, songs and dances, indigenous games and sports. He maintained that the cultural festival will be a meeting platform for all the separated tribes who have settled down in different places in the northeast states. He lauded the organizing committee of Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi Cultural Festival for organizing the festival and encouraged them to make it an annual event, stating that the festival symbolizes peace, harmony and unity rising above the barriers of caste, creed and religion. The governor expressed hope that more people from different communities will join the festival in the years to come. He further wished that the spirit of Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi Cultural Festival embrace one and all and strengthen the social fabric more than ever and bring prosperity to all communities irrespective of caste, creed and religion in the state. The governor also released the Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi souvenir magazine on the occasion. Chairman of Ruong Le Vaiswo Inau Suopi Cultural Festival, Dr. L. Fimet, Secretary David Buril, Farzol District DC Haulian Lal, Farzol SP A. Ghanasham, Chairman of Parbung Village Authority, Lal Thantang, President of Mar Inpui Maram Region, Elmun Vel Bongpui, General Secretary of Mar Inpui General Headquarters, Richard Lalthanpuya, Chairman of Mar Khoran Inzam Kwam, Reverend L.K. Thanga, officials and many villagers attended the event. Ministers of State, Independent Charge, Sports and Youth Service and Tourism, Government of Mizoram, Robert Romawia Roite will grace the event on the second day, while Outer Lok Sabha MP Lorho S. Foze will grace the third day of the festival.
For the last more than 4 centuries, though in course of time, these tribes have been settled down at different places of the northeastern state. This cultural festival will certainly provide a platform to meet all these scattered tribes who have already been settled down at different places of the northeast state during the festival. I am fully confident that the organizing committee of the Ryong Lee Cultural Festival will keep organizing this festival annually so as to provide opportunity of meeting all the tribes together during this festival. The festival also symbolizes peace, harmony and unity, rising above the barriers.
Chief Minister Nongthomun Biren chaired a meeting with all the contractors of Maram-Peren Road to deliberate on the works for enhancing connectivity in the interior villages of the state. The meeting was held at the CM Secretariat today. The meeting held deliberations on construction and renovation of roadways, building of required infrastructure, implementation of welfare schemes and projects in the far-flung rural areas of Manipur for inclusive development and growth. Biren also reviewed the progress of the work taken up along Maram-Peren Road. He said that the project will boost connectivity within the state and will help boost economy and reduce congestion in the said area. Minister of Veterinary, Animal Husbandry and Transport Kasim Vasum, Outer MP Lorho Foze, Mao MLA Losi Diko and state officials were present during the event. Now, Chief Minister also chaired a work advisory board meeting of MA, OBC and SC and attended the PM Vikas presentation today. The meeting was held at the CM Secretariat Cabinet Hall. The Chief Minister assessed various developmental projects and implementation of welfare schemes for upliftment and assistance of minorities, OBCs and SCs in the state. He also deliberated on the implementation of PM Vikas scheme for empowering minority artisan communities and entrepreneurs in the state. Pradhan Mantri Virasat Ka Samvardhan, PM Vikas, is a skilling initiative from MoMA focusing on the skilling, entrepreneurship and leadership training requirements of the minority and the artisan communities across the country. The scheme is intended to be implemented in convergence with the Skill India mission of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and through integration with Skill India Portal SIP. The scheme consists of various components aiming to benefit approximately 9 lakh candidates. All Manipur United Clubs organization AMUKO has demanded Union Home Minister Amit Shah to tender a public apology for what it said misinterpreting the history of Manipur during his visit to the state on January 6. The organization decried the statement by Union Home Minister distorting Manipur's history by linking it to Mahabharata. AMUKO said, quote, misinterpretation and falsification of history of Manipur right under our nose is unacceptable. AMUKO demanded a public apology from the Union Home Minister and at the same time urged the people to reaffirm their stand to safeguard the history as well as the integrity of the state. The organization in a statement pledged to stand against threat to the integrity, history and culture of the state, saying it will never compromise on them. The municipal election of 27 urban local bodies will be held in the first week of March 2023. The same was informed by Mahud General Secretary L. Geetachandra. A press release from Geetachandra said that the decision to conduct the election was taken during the state cabinet meeting held on January 2nd. The press release said that Secretary, State Election Commission, Manipur, has been requested to furnish a revised schedule for holding the elections to 27 urban local bodies within the stipulated time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated the 26th National Youth Festival in Hubballi, Karnataka. This year, the festival is held on the theme Viksit Yuva, Viksit Bharat. It is held on National Youth Day, which is celebrated on the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda to honor and cherish his ideals, teachings, and contributions. The National Youth Festival is held every year to provide exposure to the talented youth at the national level, along with galvanizing them towards nation building. It brings diverse cultures from all parts of the country on a common platform and unites the participants. The festival will witness the Youth Summit, which will witness plenary discussion on 5 themes stemming from G20 and Y20 events. These include the future of work, industry, innovation, and 21st century skills, climate change and disaster risk reduction, peace building and reconciliation, shared future youth in democracy and governance, and health and well-being. The summit will also witness the participation of more than 60 eminent experts. Several competitive and non-competitive events will also be held. Competitive events will include folk dances and songs and will be held to provide an impetus to local traditional cultures. Non-competitive events will include Yogathon, which aims to mobilize close to 10 lakh people to do yoga. 8 indigenous sports and martial arts will also be presented during the event by national-level performers. Other attractions include food festival, young artist camp, adventure sports activities, special Know Your Army, Navy, and Air Force camps, among others. Myanmar junta troops allegedly gutted at least 12 villages in the west of Depayin Township in Sagaing region of Myanmar this month. The Myanmar junta troops also allegedly burned alive 2 men in their 80s. The Irrawaddy reported on Monday, Myanmar junta troops torched 72 homes in Satpyar Kin village, and Yu Pyotar 84 died because they couldn't escape. The Myanmar junta troops also torched homes in Taing Le and Chuangnar villages. The Depayin Brothers rescue team and resistance fighters entered Tiang Le after the troops left and found the burned body of Yu Wun Mya, 85. They saved a pregnant woman and an elderly woman who were trapped by fire, according to residents. Junta troops had carried out arson attacks in the east of township in December after clashes with resistance groups, but there had been no fighting this month. The situation is terrible. The troops are targeting civilians and torching their houses almost every day. It is hard to live. It is hard for people to live. Firming up the state government's war on drugs campaign and illegal poppy plantation in the state, Manipur police arrested 1 more village chief in connection with illegal poppy plantation. The arrested person has identified as 70-year-old Nethong Haukip, chief of M. Songpijang village. He was arrested under NDPS Act. So far, Manipur police have arrested 3 village chiefs for indulging in illegal poppy cultivation. Chief Minister N. Biren has warned against clearing of forest for plantation of poppy. He has also said that befitting punishment will be awarded to those involved in the illegal activity. Meanwhile, Gangpokpi District Police arrested 2 individuals along with 100 soap cases of contraband heroin worth 8 crore rupees in international market yesterday. The arrested were 32-year-old Thangmin Len Kipgen, son of Satlung Kipgen of Pangjang village in Saikul in Gangpokpi district, and 31-year-old Ngamboy Haukip, son of Zangmang Haukip of Kaprang village in Churachandpur district. Police recovered the contraband drugs weighing 4.080 kilograms in an eco sports car bearing registration number TR01 BDO 259. 2 mobile phones were also seized from their possession. Following the arrest, Chief Minister N. Biren lauded the Gangpokpi police team. The 12th General Body Meeting of Manipur Minorities and OBC Economic Development Society, MOBEDS, was held today. The meeting was held at the CM Secretariat. Chief Minister N. Biren, who chaired the meeting, said that state government has been taking up various measures, providing aid and assistance, as well as building several infrastructures for the upliftment of minority communities, OBCs and SCs in the state. The meeting also deliberated on the progress of various socio-economic development measures taken up for OBC and minority communities under the government of Manipur. MOBEDS is a grant-in-aid autonomous government society under the Department of Welfare of Other Backward Classes and Scheduled Caste Government of Manipur. It was established on July 26, 2003. The society aims to promote socio-economic development to the minorities, other backward classes, and scheduled castes in the state. MOBEDS identifies and promotes self-employment and other ventures suitable for unemployed and underemployed youths belonging to minority, OBC, and SC communities. It has successfully completed construction of a few buildings besides preparation of detailed project report for Prime Minister's special package for minorities of Manipur and hostels under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. MOBEDS is the only implementing agency of coaching program of MOBC and SC department. It is also the state channelizing agency of National Minorities Development and Finance Corporation, NMDFC, New Delhi, and National Backward Classes Finance Development Corporation, NBCFDC, New Delhi. In a bid to support the state government's War on Drugs campaign, PHED Minister L. Suchitra Meite handed over 811 Tanghai, an indigenous skith, to the security forces. The same was handed over during an event held at Chief Minister's Secretariat yesterday. Minister Suchitra also pledged to donate 10,000 such Tanghai. Praising the minister's initiative, Chief Minister N. Biren thanked the ministers, MLAs, and officials for their continuous support and assistance. MLA of Hairo constituency Thokjom Radhesham flagged off the successful candidates of Hairo constituency who passed in the physical test of Agnipath scheme for the upcoming written test to be held in Assam. The flag-off event was held at Hairo Part 2, Mayay Laikai, Lambak. The candidates will appear in the written examination for the Agnipath scheme at Rangapahar in Assam. The exam will begin from January 14. Speaking on the sidelines of the event, Radhesham said that lakhs of youths of the country have come out to join Indian Defence Forces as Agniveers. He asserted that thousands of youths from the state, including from Hairo constituency, are also preparing with zeal for Agniveer recruitment. The MLA also praised and encouraged the youths of the constituency for their active participation and dedication.
Youth Day na nahasing oiba numit adugi so national akoi rashtra gi Youth Day yam important oiba numit amani ngasi se asigi numit sida sumaina akoi Youth Day palan tawgo loina na Agniveer oiraknaba youth mayam gi leader oina akoi gi leibak semada leibak ngakpada saruk yagadoba adugi aroiba test yawba chatpagi lamthabagi numit sida akoi gi center simaki Jivan Ek Sangharsh se life is a war lanpham amani punchi se awaba yam thengna kani ana punchi gi lanpham da thengna bada khwaidi maru oiba aigi naknaba marup si kanan khwaidi noi marup punchi da khwai naknaba marup si kanano mamo yorom se nungai aibam ta thengna yo adu no ga nungai sa lai ne ko paisa paigra masak phajage ina khungera wangera chawgera whatever adu nungai bam yo dam adu lan adu thengna bang amaga lan thok ko nungai adu Sangharsh ne adu na lanpham si gi khwaidi maru oiba aigi Arjun na lan thengna ba Krishna yawe mangoloi ne Krishna gumsi kanano kanano mind aigi wakal sina khoi wali se pot amale ama me paman ba mina keno ngale khumning ba e khana ning ba ari nganna gole makha ta ne tumda ning ba khoi mind ji control do nangi jiban ek Sangharsh se punchigi lan phamda lan success oi gai di nangi khwaidi nangna ba lan thingna ba nangi Arjun gi damta Krishna lepko mi si kanan hoi kana atopa kanan te nangi wakal sine
Fears over the it is time for a very short break. We'll be right back.
Ana layengi office ki thabak amadi koiba chatpada India gi konung New Delhi da laifam leitabaki awaba koklagani. Delhi airport kayam naknana lairiba Mahipalpur da Manipur miyam gi damakta laizare Hotel Ambrosia. Laifam gi oina lupa lising amadagi hauraga pung kunmari pickup amadi drop ki taxi service laigani. Restaurant service ka loinana tongan ba khudong chaba kaya phangbigani. Vishal Mega Mart, Ambience Mall, DLF Mall amadi irap laptana nungairaba mafam kaya yobada khudong charaba mafam amani. Ngasi ma contact tawbirau Hotel Ambrosia A217 Road number 6 Mahipalpur. Phone number 9643504772.
And welcome back. Continuing with the news. Fears over the impact of the new Omicron subvariant BF7 variant has arisen in the country after several cases were detected in various countries. In view of the threat posed by the Omicron COVID-19 variant, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to wear a proper mask, maintain social distancing at public places, and take both the doses of COVID vaccines to ward off the virus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases in India are increasing with a slight margin. India reported 196 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's total caseload to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has dropped to 2,309,000, which accounts for 0.01% of the total cases. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,723 with one new death. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,47,551 with 229 recoveries in the past 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.81%. Over 220.15 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. Now, COVID-19 has infected over 67 crore 83,000 people, while more than 67,21,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 64 crore 12 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Now, 6 YouTube channels with a combined subscriber base of 20.47 lakh and thriving through monetization of fake news on elections, the Supreme Court and the central government, among others, were busted by the Press Information Bureau's fact-check unit. The channels whose videos were watched 51.32 crore times were found to be operating as part of a coordinated disinformation network by the PIB fact-check unit under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. The fact-check unit released 6 separate Twitter threads with over 100 fact checks to counter fake news circulated by these channels, namely Nation TV, Samvad TV, Sarokar Bharat, Nation 24, Swarnim Bharat, and Samvad Samachar. This is the second such action from the unit under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, where entire channels have been blocked. According to the statement, these channels were spreading fake news about elections, proceedings in the Supreme Court, Parliament of India, and functioning of the Union government. The false claims included ban on electronic voting machines, EVMs, and false statements attributed to senior constitutional functionaries, including the President and Chief Justice of India. Now, Jeff Beck, one of the most influential rock guitarist of all time, has died at the age of 78. The British musician rose to fame as part of the Yardbirds, where he replaced Eric Clapton before forming the Jeff Beck Group with Rod Stewart, becoming one of the most influential rock guitarists of all time. Beck's death was confirmed on his official Twitter page. Beck died after suddenly contracting bacterial meningitis. He was an 8-time Grammy winner, recipient of the Ivor Novello for outstanding contribution to British music, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, both as a solo artist and as a member of the Yardbirds. His tone, presence, and above all volume redefined guitar music in the 1960s and influenced movements like heavy metal, jazz, rock, and even punk. His projects through the decade were sporadic but notable. Some of studio albums include Truth 1968, Back Ola 1969, Rough and Ready 1971, Blow by Blow 1975, Flash 1985, You Had It Coming 2000, Emotion and Commotion 2010, among others. Jeff Beck's most recent project was last year's 18, a collaborative album with Johnny Depp that featured original songs penned by Depp and covers of Marvin Gaye, The Velvet Underground, and other classic artists. Tribute poured in from musicians and various sections of people following his untimely demise. Rod Stewart, U.S. rock band Hollywood Vampires, comprising Johnny Depp, Alice Cooper, Joe Perry, and Tommy Henriksen, Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page, Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger, guitarist Ronnie Wood, Black Sabbath frontman Ozzy Osbourne, Queen guitarist Brian May, members of Kiss, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, singer Paul Young, Pink Floyd's David Gilmour saluted the passing of the guitar legend. And now we have some sports news. FIH Hockey World Cup 2023 campaign against Spain at Rourkela on January 13 and will play Wales 7 days later in Bhubaneswar. With the Hockey World Cup formally declared open in scintillating ceremony in the Barabati Stadium in the heritage city of Cuttack yesterday, the hockey ball has indeed started rolling. While the players of all the 16 teams are ready to showcase their hockey talent, enthusiastic hockey lovers are also equally eager to cheer the players up in both stadia. Meanwhile, the World Cup, after touring different parts of Odisha, has finally arrived in Rourkela to the cheer of the people in the steel city that is cradled by Sundargarh, the district which is regarded as the cradle of hockey in India. It may be mentioned that Spain played against India and New Zealand at the FIH Men's Hockey Pro League 2022-2023 recently. Manchester United will take on Nottingham Forest in the two-legged Carabao Cup semi-finals, with Manchester City's conquerors Southampton facing Newcastle United in the other tie from Wednesday's draw. Man United eased past League One Charlton 3-0 in the quarterfinals as they seek a first trophy since 2017. Forest will host the first leg after they beat Wolves in a penalty shootout to reach the club's first semi-final of a major trophy in 30 years. Newcastle reached the League Cup semi-finals for the first time since 1976 with a 2-0 win over Leicester City on Tuesday. And riding high in the Premier League under Eddie Howe, they will have the advantage of hosting Southampton in the second leg. Southampton will be full of confidence, however, after pulling off the upset of the quarterfinals by stunning favorites Man City 2-0 at St. Mary's. The semifinals will take place in the weeks commencing January 23 and January 30. Now, before we wrap up the news headlines once again. Governor Laganesan kicks off Ruongle Vaisuo Inao Suopi Cultural Festival at Parbung Ground in Farzol District. Minister Nongthom Wambiren holds meetings with contractors to enhance connectivity in interior villages of Manipur. All Manipur United Clubs organization demands Union Home Minister Amit Shah to tender public apology for allegedly misinterpreting history of Manipur. Cabinet approves holding of municipal election of 27 urban local bodies in first week of March 2023. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated 26th National Youth Festival in Hubballi, Karnataka, celebrating birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. Myanmar junta troops allegedly gut at least 12 villages in Sagyang region, burning alive 2 men in their early 80s. That is all the news we have for now. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.